So I'm going to start over because it happens that way. Here, I'll do it this way. My buddy Mike, he'll like this. Get your coffee. Okay, so Monday mornings, 7 a.m., New Living Translation. This morning, we're going to get into it. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 12. And the reason this has just been speaking to me all week long, God has dropped people into my life. He's dropped person after person. Here's this message. You need to hear it. Here's this message. You need to hear it. And I was just thinking to myself, man, he keeps sending these people to me with exactly the right thing that I need to hear. Right? He keeps, and we think so often that, well, I'm praying to God and I need God to answer back. Well, God answers back through the people that he sends into our lives. So this morning, Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 12, and this is the New Living Translation version, reads, "A person standing alone can be attacked and defeated, but two can stand back to back and conquer. Three are even better, for a triple-braided cord is not easily broken." And it hits me in my soul. The first part of that, a person standing alone can be attacked and defeated, but two can stand back to back and conquer. And so often he'll send us just the right person at the right time. He'll send them with just the right message at the right time. You know, I went to lunch with my friend James this week, and we were talking, and there were so many just profound, perfect, God was speaking through him to me that day. And literally, he and I, as we were talking, I said that to him. I said, you know, man, God sent you to me for this message today. And it is a reminder that God sends everyone and that has been called into your life. They're there for a reason. He sends them by to send you that 1-minute message. He sends them by to send you that one sentence that you needed to hear right now at this right time. It could be a friend, a coworker, a significant other, an old acquaintance. It could be some new person that you don't even know. Something's going on in your life, and all of a sudden he sends this person that you've never even met before, and they drop this nugget of knowledge on you, and you go, man, that is exactly what I needed to hear. That is God working through someone else in your life right now. And it may not even make sense to you. It doesn't always make sense to us. It doesn't always make sense to me, right? Where I'm praying for something, I'm hoping for something, I'm working towards something, and I feel like I'm working with God and for God. And all of a sudden, this one moment can change the way that we're looking at things. This one moment can change our perspective on how it is that God's speaking to us, maybe what it is that he wants us to do. And so there's just these amazing, awesome times in our life that God sends these people. And I know, I have to know that you've said that same thing, right? Like, God sent you to me at this right time. Man, I needed to hear this message. I think about the conversation, like I said, just this past week with my friend James. I brought this up just a moment ago, but it was so much of everything that I needed to hear. And what's crazy, he and I haven't seen each other in probably 5 years, but he's one of those people that you pick right up where you left off, right? You just keep going. It's wild. But God sent him to me with that message that he shared with me, just at the right time. Now, here's the thing that you have to be careful of is, unfortunately, God is not the only person who places people in our lives, right? Especially right now. The enemy places people in our lives in the hopes of steering us away from our success, in the hopes of steering us away from the direction that we're headed, in hopes of interrupting what it is that God has for us, in hopes that maybe he'll be able to whisper something in your ear. This is the enemy whispering in your ear saying, hey, check this out over here. Get off the path. And the reality is, the reason he puts those people in our way, the reason the enemy puts those people in our way, is simply to deter the voice of God from us. If we slow down and we close our eyes and we really listen, and we take the time to because God gave us the gift of discernment, right? We take the time to really slow down and say, is this something God put here for me? It becomes clear. It always becomes clear. And we know by the fruit, we know when God is putting something there for us, and we know when it's in the moment something that the enemy has laid out in front of us and he's trying to steer us away from God, away from our mission, away from our success, away from our families, away from all the good that God has for us. And I know sometimes it is difficult to determine which is which. Sometimes it's tough to say, hey, is this something God put here for me, or is this going to deter me from the mission? Is this going to deter me from where it is that God has me headed? And to that, I suggest, and I just say, rest on the Lord. Pray. You've been having conversations with him through prayer. Take the time now, right? It's amazing. We'll pray and we ask for something, and he sends us something, and we don't stop to tell him thank you. We don't stop to pray again and ask for that discernment, right? We have daily conversations with God until, like I've been there. Right? We need this thing so badly. I need this to happen in my life, Lord. And then all of a sudden, he starts sending these things to us, and we never stop to tell him thank you. We never stop to get clarity, to have a totally clear and transparent message. Because like I said, sometimes it doesn't make sense. Sometimes it is not clear. Not because it's not clear from God, but because we put our human constraints and conditions on him, right? So I'm going to read that again and we'll wrap up for this morning. Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 12. A person standing alone can be attacked and defeated, but two can stand back to back and conquer. Three are even better, for a triple-braided cord is not easily broken. So I remind you right now that God is dropping messages into your life. He's dropping people into your life. He's sending relationships that will bear fruit into your life. He puts people there at strategic times for a reason, because he knows always what it is that we need. He always knows. And so just keep that in mind. And I love the first part. I got to read the first part. A person standing alone could be attacked and defeated, but two can stand back to back and conquer. So he sends those people so that you can conquer the things in your life. If you know someone that needs to hear this message, share this video. Shoot this to them. This might be the message they need to hear from you. That you might be the person that's being put into someone else's life this morning, right? So with that, I thank you so much. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you back here again next Monday morning. God bless you, and we'll see you soon. Talk soon, everyone.